Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. Life is not a competition. The goal of life is not to win, not to be better than others. The goal of life for each one of us is to become what God created you to be, to walk in your own anointing. And by that I mean your gifts, your abilities, your personality, the anointing that God has given you, the power as his child that God has given you, to walk in the purpose that God has for you, not to compare yourself to other people or try to emulate or copy what other people do. Comparison has no place in God's mind. First, second, third have no place in God's mind. God's sole goal is to have you and I fulfill the destiny he has for each one of us. My goal is to fulfill my destiny. Your goal is to fulfill your destiny. Now, we envy other people. Sometimes we wish we were like them. We seek to copy them, and it makes us feel insecure, makes us feel like a failure. I wish I had their ministry. I wish I had their life, their family. And the verse today that we're going to focus on shows us how differently God views things. And we're going to be looking at 1 Samuel 17, 38 and 39. David is getting ready to fight the giant Goliath. And we're going to learn a lesson from David today. And Saul is offering his armor, Saul's armor, to David. Let's pick up the Bible, 1 Samuel 17, 38 and 39. Then Saul dressed David in his own tunic, in Saul's own tunic. He put a coat of armor on him and a bronze helmet on his head. David fastened on his sword over the tunic and tried walking around because he was not used to them. I cannot go in these, he said to Saul, because I am not used to them. So he took them off. If you keep reading, you'll see he picked up a slingshot and 5 smooth stones. That was his anointing, not the armor that Saul had. Saul's armor was the best armor in Israel. It was the king's armor. It had won battles. It had been tested. But if David had used Saul's armor, he would have lost the battle with Goliath. David had his own anointing, and he had to walk in his own anointing that God gave him. God called him. God knew he could do it, but he had to do it with what God had given him. You have your own anointing, your own gifts, your own personality, your own task that God has given you to do in life. God doesn't want you to be like anybody else. God doesn't expect you to be like anyone else. God is pleased when you become what he created you to be. So be who God created you to be and be free of comparisons and competition. God bless you, and I'll see you on Friday where we look at Satan's #1 strategy against you and I. Until then, I'll see you and have a great, great day.